But let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking.
Yet we should not be childish. And in light of the fact that we're not going to impact the world, we should not discuss how we ought to transform it. I couldn't say whether to change it yet. I know whether I continue to discuss how grimy it is around here, someone going to tidy it up. Everybody realizes the specific statement, careful that I'm alluding to, assuming you've seen those Mark interviews Tupac. He truly disapproved of Jay-Z. He truly could have done without him. Then not by any stretch, so it seems to be Diddy isn't the main high-profile industry figure who couldn't stand Tupac in reports. As of late arisen that Jay-Z likewise loathed Poke and considered him to be a danger to his own prosperity anyway. Jay's previous companion, Kanye West, has consistently commended Tupac and referred to him as perhaps of his greatest motivation as far as music, as well as in the manner Tupac wasn't frightened to express his real thoughts and reprimand the business. See dissimilar to Jay-Z. Both Tupac and Kanye were exceptionally frank about the clouded side of the music business, and they transparently stood in opposition to corporate command over dark specialists. As a matter of fact, a few fans have even hypothesized that this is the explanation the business higher-ups needed to quietness Tupac. Yet is this likewise the motivation behind why Jay-Z couldn't remain to Pac? And what is Kanye's opinion about Jay-Z dissing Pac? How about we get into it that motivation should be removed from the case of extravagance and given to all individuals on the off chance that individuals are working from a position of motivation, an opportunity the world would be better. So tales as of late begun coursing on the web that Jay-Z knew about Diddy's supposed designs to kill Tupac, and fans are saying dubious the number of people that rose to notoriety close by Jay and Diddy have either vanished or met unfortunate closes, while both of them have kept a cozy relationship in the midst of the new contention, encompassing the capture of Diddy's previous partner, Key D. For his inclusion in Tupac's homicide, fans have reignited the discussion about Jay-Z and Tupac's fight, with many saying that Jay profited from Pac's troublesome and truth be told. A ton of fans have contended that on the off chance that Tupac and Biggie hadn't died early on, Jay wouldn't be where he is currently. So, to give you a few setting on Jay and Poe's quarrel, there were far and wide reports at the time that Jay was terrified of Tupac outperforming him, since he perceived that he missing the mark on's regular moxie. In spite of Jay's melodious abilities, Tupac had a specific it factor that essentially couldn't be educated or repeated. Yet there's another significant quality that separates Tupac from Jay, and this is the very quality that Kanye West has. Both Tupac and Kanye were never terrified to express their real thoughts and contradict some common norms, and the two of them straightforwardly scrutinized the music business. They had some control over Shaq. They had some control over Charles Barkley. They had some control over LeBron James. They have some control over Jay-Z, Beyonce. I realize you, man, yet they have no control over me. Except for now, the record organizations resemble smothering the sibling they attempting to make it to, though rap music will be simply promulgation. They letting you know what to say, they letting you know all that we got now. Everything we were saying before was cool. 'Cause they didn't think no one was tuning in except for now. They realize they listening, they smothering all that you can't get out whatever you need. You can't do what you need. You can't wear what you need it. Resembles you understand what I'm talking about. They straight detecting us. Jay-Z anyway never stood in opposition to this state of affairs, and similar as did he's forever been tied in with placing his monetary advantages above all the other things. Now the public quarrel among Jay and Pac started when Jay teamed up with Pac's opponent, Big Deal, to diss West Coast rappers Jay-Z and Big Deal, both hang from Betty, New York, became companions in the mid-90s, and their joint effort, following right after Jay Brooklyn's Best, purportedly set off the contention with Tupac Irv Gotti, who added to Jay's presentation collection. Sensible Uncertainty later uncovered that he'd cautioned Jay about including Biggie on the track, because of the generally elevated strains in the East Coast versus West Coast fight. While Tupac and Biggie were at first based on great conditions, their relationship soured around 1994, following an occurrence in which Tupac was shot multiple times at the Quad Studios. Tupac accepted that Biggie and Diddy knew about the arranged assault. Anyway, Biggie denied this. Following the Quad Studios episode, the fight among Tupac and Biggie raised, with the two of them openly trading verbal punches, not well before Jay-Z delivered Brooklyn's Best Big Deals track, Who Showed Ya hit the scene. Tupac deciphered Hold Up as an immediate plate focused on him, further escalating the strained climate between East Coast and West Coast craftsmen. And for this reason, Irv Gotti had misgivings about Jay delivering his track with Biggie anyway. Jay overlooked all admonitions and delivered Brooklyn's best on the track. Biggie unequivocally got down on Tupac, alluding to him as his child, and implying the tales encompassing Tupac's contribution with Biggie's better half, Confidence Evans. Following this trade, Tupac began straightforwardly dissing Jay-Z in tunes. For example, Bomb First, my subsequent dancer and companions during this period. Everybody anticipated that Jay should fight back with a diss track coordinated at Tupac, yet Jay never had the chance to answer in light of the fact that only weeks after the fact, Tupac was lethally shot in Las Vegas. Anyway, it later became known that Jay did, truth be told, write a hazardous and hostile diss track named Scorching, focused on Pac, and regardless of guaranteeing, he would have rather not delivered it out of regard to Tupac shouting family. Jay-Z played out the track Inhabit, the Apollo Theater, after Tupac passed on, and DJ Clark Kent later said that Skating contained very rude verses about Pac in the event that you can find anyone who was at that show. And Apollo was stuffed. They will let you know that it was totally insane, the things he was saying. Yet for what reason did Jay-Z feel a sense of urgency to play out this diss track after Tupac had proactively died? Well, one winning hypothesis proposes that Jay could have felt a liberating sensation following Tupac's passing, since he was frightened of Pac, and accepted he would never outperform him in the rap game. As a matter of fact, as per Diddy's previous Guardian Gang bargain, Jay was so scared of Tupac that he once wouldn't leave his Las Vegas lodging for an exhibition, since Pac and his company were visiting the area, yet Pac was in Vegas, and him and his fellows now. And they won't let Jay-Z come out the inn. They found out where Jay was at. And Jay won't come out the inn. He planned to miss that presentation, or whatever like that. Many fans have additionally blamed Jay for being a snake, since he didn't dare to straightforwardly participate in a rap fight with Pac. While Pac was as yet alive, numerous rappers who were dynamic during that period and saw the competition have asserted that Jay-Z held profound envy towards Tupac's magnetism in style, and Jay obviously comprehended that regardless of how talented he was as a lyricist, he would never match Tupac's appeal. Nas uncovered in one meeting that Jay appeared to be harsh over the progress of both Tupac and Big Deal, and he reviewed one discussion when Jay asserted he was a better rapper than Pac. Big Deal. And DMX. Nas expressed that back in 2000, he went to a party tossed by Steve Strong, and Jay appeared as though he was as yet hung up on his opposition. Let NS know that specialists like DMX and Tupac simply spoke to those statement, starving on the road, we were kicking it. And he let me know that he's better compared to Biggie. Nas said, I saw him like he was insane. Then he truly got insane. He said that Tupac and DMX were not lyricists. I let him know that I contradicted him, that Tupac was the best ever, period. Another motivation behind why fans have censured Jay is subtle, is on the grounds that Jay finished his long-lasting kinship with Kanye. The second Kanye began standing up on how the music business truly functions anyway. Jay has kept a cozy relationship with Diddy, even notwithstanding claims connecting Diddy to a few upsetting things. Many fans have additionally featured that both Jay-Z and Diddy have utilized their cash-in ability to safeguard themselves from any analysis A couple of years prior, LAPD investigator Greg Caden, who examined Big Deal's homicide, went on Reddit to respond to fans' inquiries. And when one posed to how has Puff Daddy pulled off at this time, Caden answered Puffy has utilized his legal counselors over the course of the years to protect him from cross-examination. And notwithstanding every one of the upsetting claims that have arisen over the course of the years, embroiling Diddy in numerous obscure undertakings, Jay-Z has kept a nearby relationship with him to the current day anyway. Jay cut off Kanye for significantly less considerate regardless of how you feel about Kanye's perspectives. He was never blamed for killing anybody or prepping young ladies or men. Now Diddy, then again, certain Diddy's never been accused of everything except the quantity of individuals that have evened out these charges against him certainly brings up certain issues. But Jay wouldn't fret. Remaining nearby Diddy fans are presently saying it appears to be legit. Why Jay and Diddy stay together, thinking about that. Jay likewise has a long history of upsetting charges from his kinship with R. Kelly to bits of gossip about his supposed inclusion in the